Hey, what is going on, Taurus? Butch Tarot here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the Wild and Unknown Tarot. All that being said, let's get it. Universe, what is going on for Taurus? What message do we have for Taurus? All right, Taurus. So the first thing I see, Taurus, I feel like there's definitely someone new around you. This is someone I feel like you've just met, but even though you just met them, I feel like you can't seem to shake them. You know, I feel like you think about them when they're not around, thinking about them and only them. And I feel like the thoughts, when you think about this person, I mean, it's only happy thoughts. You know, I feel like this person, just the thought of them makes you happy. You know, I feel like, I mean, with that Sun card, I mean, I feel like the first thing you really notice about this person is how different they are. You know, this person with that Six of Cups in reverse, I feel like is not like anyone you've ever met before. And there's just something drawing you to them. You know, I feel like seeing the possibilities with this person. I mean, the Seven of Cups. I just feel like you're just seeing so many opportunities. Like, with this person, you just get this energy. Like, it's very different. You know, this is someone I feel like, I mean, honestly, I feel like you, like I said, even though it's new, you just know what you want. You want to get to know this person. You want to, you know, be next to them. You want to be with them. And it's all happening very quickly, but yet there's just something about it that doesn't feel like it's unnatural. It just feels like it was almost like it was meant to be. You know, like I said, you can't stop thinking about this person. You feel connected to this person. You feel this deep yearning for this person. But it is very new. You know, it really caught you off guard. You know, you just want to give this person your time. You know, your free time. You want to spend it with this person. You know, like I said, I mean, this is someone that you want. And it really doesn't make sense, but it does. And that's what's complicated about this. You know, and I feel like it really took you by surprise. And I feel like the only downfall here is not knowing how they feel and assuming, maybe even assuming that how could this person feel this way about me? You know, or does this person feel this way about me? You know, and I mean, the draw it was very natural, drawn to their energy. But the more you get to know this person, the more you see this person. I mean, they have their shit together. You know, and I feel like the more you get to know this person, the more you see this person, the more you're drawn to them, and the more the draw becomes. It's more of an explanation. Drawn to them before you really ever knew them, but that as you get to know them, you start to see things that you would be drawn to normally. Honestly, I believe that we're drawn to energies. It doesn't always make sense. It's not always clear in the beginning, but a type of energy like this is something that you have to give to. I mean, if you don't, you're going to regret it. You have to see it through. And as you see this through, you start to see why this makes sense. And, seeing yourself on the same page, wanting the same things. Seeing this person and fantasizing about this person. Like I said, trying to get around this person, trying to see this person more. Seeing this strong union. Seeing this as something that you want to nurture. You want to give your time to, because there's something about it that just is drawing you in. But like I said, the only downside here is not knowing how they feel. But as for this person, the person you want, they want you. I feel like the draw that you feel, they feel it as well. I feel like this person has their shit together, and this person, has what they want, but there is something missing. And I feel like this person's been ready for that person to come into their life, and now that person is you. The way you feel about them. This just shows how deep this connection is and how deep it's going. I feel like this opportunity in front of you was meant to be. You were meant to meet this person. Like I said, how they feel about you is very similar to how you feel about them. And with this, I feel like there's definitely new love. And it like I said, in the beginning, the draw is undeniable, but the reason becomes more and more clear as we move forward. With that new love, and then we have the Lover's card. I feel like this person fantasizes about you when you're not around, with the Daughter of Cups, or the Page of Cups in other decks. And like I said, I feel like this all came full circle. We have the Wheel of Fortune as well, so good things are coming. Like I said, I feel like this is the person you're meant to be. I feel like this person is the person you're going to get everything that you wanted from. With that 10 of Pentacles, and then we got the 3 of Pentacles, that power couple. I feel like you're just on the same page in life, and you want the same things out of life. I feel like you both work hard, and you want someone to share your downtime with. You want someone that, that wants the same things. Like I said, this person has their shit together. I feel like you have your shit together, and I feel like together it's just a new sense of stability. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Now with this person, not only is these emotional feelings, not only is there this physical draw, but I feel like this person puts in the work. They know how to, show up. Even through the tough times, this person will have your back. Be there for each other. Someone you can lean on. I truly believe that sometimes we meet people and we're just drawn to the energy, even though we don't understand it at first. I feel like it will become clear. But like I said before, we have to see it through. We have the Empress and Emperor, growing side by side, these two trees, one ruling one side and one ruling the other, that protective and nurturing energy, protecting each other and nurturing each other, being there for each other, supporting each other. Like I said, you may not be aware in the beginning how this person feels, but you're going to be aware very, very quickly. I do see this person stepping up and making you an offer, wanting to take you out, wanting to share a meal, take you on a date, show you a good time, show you that side that they don't show many people, that fun side of themselves. All work and no play type energy. This person wants someone they can play with, but someone that can take them seriously as well. I feel like this person doesn't naturally open up, but I feel like around you there's this fearless energy. Like they go after it. I don't see this as someone that usually makes the first move, but with you, it's like I said, with that 9 of Swords in reverse, it's that fearless energy. Like they have to do it. They're being drawn to do it, and they're not going to ignore that feeling. Like what you want. They know what they want. They want to get to know you better. They want to understand you, and they want to see this through. They have everything they need, except for that person to share it with. They've never relied on anyone or never depended on anyone, but with you, they just want someone they can share their time with. Someone they can, just sit back and relax with. Someone they can have a good meal with. Someone that they can have a great conversation with. Someone that they can share what they've amassed. Some people put their head down and they work their ass off to get where they're at. And then one day they look up and they see someone that they can't look away from. And that's how they feel about you. They've been looking down for a long time, and when they looked up, they saw you. And now they're drawn to it. Now they're drawn to you. The person that you want wants you. As much as you think about them, they think about you. This was not a random encounter. This is not a chance encounter. I feel like this was, fated. You were meant to meet this person, and you were meant to meet them now. And the rest, all those other questions will be answered in time. Now with this person, we have Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. We have Gemini, we have a Libra, Aquarius. We have some Aries, some Cancer and Pisces. Some people aren't really, with this person, I just don't feel like they were ever really the dating person. They weren't really looking at that. They were always putting the work in. And like I said, when you came around, something changed. All those things that they worked hard for, they want to share that with you. That's not something that they felt before. That's why I feel like this is something that is real. This is definitely a soulmate connection with that Ace of Cups leading into that Lover's card. They don't need anyone, but they want you, just like you want them. It's not about needing each other. It's about wanting each other. This person has done very well for themselves, and I feel like you've done well for yourself without the other person. But when someone like this comes in, it's not something that you can stop thinking about. And I don't feel like you have stopped thinking about this person since you met them. Now it's time to see what that's all about, to discover each other. And they wanted to discover you. And like I said, the energy, the physical connection, the mental connection, it's not like anyone you've ever met before. And there's a reason for that. And now it's time to uncover that reason. And as you get to know this person, like I said, it starts to become more and more clear that you're very much on the same page. This establishment of that power couple with that Emperor and Empress is a king and the queen sitting side by side, not one sitting below the other. Or, if you see back in the king and queen days, sometimes you would see the king have this big giant chair and this queen have this little stool. It's not that type of energy. It's two thrones side by side ruling together. The king and the king, or the queen and the queen, whatever your situation is. You know, it is strange. It reminds me of my cousin. He was 25, 25 or 26. Never really dated. You know, he always worked hard in school, went to university, got a great job, and I don't remember him ever having a girlfriend. Never really talking about girls, just really had his head down. This kind of reminds me of this type of energy. Really have his head down. You know, he had his house. By the time he was, you know, I think about 25 or 26 is when he bought his house. He bought a house, had a car. He had everything lined up, all his ducks in a row. And I remember he met this girl, and they just hit it off from day one. And it was funny because he waited till he was 25 or 26 before he started really dating. And the first real date he ever had was this one girl. And they were joined together from then on. They're still together. I mean, they have one of the strongest power couples I see. I mean, they both have great jobs. They both went to university. She had a house when he met her, and he had a house. So then they ended up moving in together, and she sold her house and moved in with him. But it was funny. They're so similar, and they have so much in common. And you know, it's funny how he waited so long to go and, you know, really date his first, you know, have his first date, and it ended up being the one that, you know, and some people get lucky that way. You know, sometimes we have to date a lot of people to find the person we want, and sometimes we, you know, for him, it was pretty much the first one. And I mean, it's funny when you see them together because they're so similar. We joke around sometimes. They come to our family barbecues and stuff, and they're the couple that has the matching outfits. They both drive the same car, same color, same model, everything. They're just and the funny thing is, before she sold her house, we went over to her house for a barbecue, and her house is very similar to his house. Like, their style was very similar to each other. You know, some people are just made for each other. I truly believe that. And, you know, like he said, why would I have to date other people? Like, I'm happy. I get everything I want. You know, she makes me happy in every facet of life. What else could I want? And then, you know, how can you argue that? Be good. Take care. Stay safe.